EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get get him down shy of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Darrynton Evans. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 22, Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First, I remember they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Darrynton Evans.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Winston now from the 50. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Down, Tampa Bay.
Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here, this deep in their own territory.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
30-yard line.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, Swift trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Tampa Bay.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Number 13,
Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Broncos nothing. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. From the gun, Winston. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On second down, Winston again. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on second down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He's 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
For the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going?
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Buccaneers.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score 21. Broncos nothing. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Play action now. Winston. He is going to find Hill here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
On play action, Winston. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Evans. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Barr brought him down. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Jameis to throw it. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 1-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Darrington Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now Murray. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Complete to Kenny Stills.
Kenny Stills, 28 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Know your job. Hey, 5 on 50. 5 on 50. 5 on. Mike 20. Drop deep.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Mike 20. Coming to you.
Here's Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready. Blue lady. Double time. Alert. 3
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the red zone now, Winston. Now he's flushed out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one good for 12 yards. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
First down.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucks with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Tanner Muse in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. To try again after the sack, Murray. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Flush to his right. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Ray Swift, the ball
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway.
Is good.
And that will extend the lead out to 24.
31.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Evans. Torrey McTyer there on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corn Elder. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. For Jameis Winston, boy, an NFL record 7 pick-sixes thrown last year, part of his 30-interception season, and he throws another wayward ball here that's returned the distance. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Broncos 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as he Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think
Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Buccaneers 45, Broncos 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would...
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line. So the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
With the score, Buccaneers 52, Broncos 7.
Check, 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 check. Hey, Mike 20, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Winston. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
Winston
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
25 to the mic. We got 25 to the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. At 25 to the mic. We got the mic. Here we go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At 25 to the mic. We got 25 to the mic. Here it comes. Here it comes.
They'll run with Swift, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action. Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Here's Swift. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
The 42-yard line.
1st down, Winston. That one complete to Hill. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Buccaneers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they suffer defeat for the first time as they